Let's go over an update for Star Wars Episode 9 when it comes to a new character. This is Mike Zero here. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, as you all know, Episode 9, we've been learning a whole lot more about this movie these past couple of weeks, ranging from characters such as Mara, to Caro, to Xander, to a group of the male actors in their 20s, who will in fact be working with Adam Driver, which they are assumed to be the Knights of Ren. Now, we do know that JJ Abrams will be directing at the very end of July. Chris Terrio helped out with the script. A lot of the actors and actresses, as of right now, are currently training for their roles before they begin filming in, of course, July leading into August. Now, looking at one of the other new characters that we actually did in fact learn of. Now, this character name is just a code name. It's a code named Dutch, and this character actually goes as follows. Now, what we do know is that they are looking for a male actor in between the ages of 25 to 30. Now, they are looking for a male actor in between the ages of 25 to 30. Dutch is aggressive, blunt, and takes no orders. Actor must have an athletic build and be willing to be made up. Dutch is a confident young man with a dark past. Physical training will be involved for this character. Now, the name Dutch is a code name. That's not the real name for this character, such as Xander, Caro, and Mara. Now, Mara, initially everybody assumed immediately that maybe it was Mara Jade entering into the mix within the Disney canon, which I certainly believe that it's just a code name at this point, because Caro and Xander, those two characters are just code names, and so is this character of Dutch. Now, what we do know about Dutch, as I explained, is that this character is a blunt, aggressive character that takes no orders, and this character will be in between the ages, being portrayed by an actor in between the ages of 25 to 30. Now, we're not quite sure if this character is applied to the First Order, or even the Resistance, or maybe at this point in time, the New Rebellion. Now, we do know that Episode 9 will feature the most characters in a Star Wars movie. So this Star Wars movie, Episode 9, will feature and have the most characters in a single film out of all the Star Wars movies. And I've gone over this before in the past, and I believe I asked you guys if you thought this was good or bad. Now, to me, I feel like that if you have too many characters in one film, it kind of takes the focus off of the three main characters such as Poe, Finn, and Rey. Or should I even include in there Kylo Ren as well? So, looking at Episode 9 as a whole, I feel like that this movie having the most characters, I feel like a lot of them will be killed off quite quickly, because John Boyega, who portrays Finn, he actually did state at one point in time that this movie is going to be an all-out war, and it also has been described as a film to end all wars. So that also makes one wonder exactly what's to come after the events of Episode 9. Will there be another war conflict? That's another question open on the table for discussion. But this character, Dutch, we don't really know his real name just yet, but that's just a code name, will be portrayed by an actor, a male actor, in between the ages of 25 to 30. It's an aggressive character. It's described as a character being very much blunt and takes no orders. So this actor must have an athletic build and be willing to be made up. Now, what they mean by that is, of course, a lot of makeup and most likely doing the hair differently, whatever they gotta do, right? Just like how they did with a lot of the characters in the Star Wars franchise in the past. So, the only thing that I'm a little on edge about, like I stated before, is all these different characters entering into the mix to really fill in the roles of Snoke, Vice Admiral Holdo, Captain Phasma, etc. Is it really necessary? Well, I think that by focusing on the three main characters such as Finn, Poe, Rey, even Kylo Ren in there as well, I think that to me is more essential than having a Star Wars film with the most characters. But like I said before, I think that this is all being done because a lot of these characters may very well be killed off quite quickly. How deep, will we learn about these characters? How much information will we learn about these characters in the movies, such as Xander, Mara, and Caro, and this character Dutch? That's another question for sure. Now, looking at Rey, Finn, and Poe, and Kylo Ren, I really do hope that there lies a lot of big surprising details in there when it comes to those characters. We do know that JJ Abrams is going to be using this movie as a way to tie all 9 movies into one, and that there will be prequel trilogy continuity involved. Now, a lot of you guys have been asking me personally exactly what do I believe, what do I think the prequel trilogy continuity will be? I think it honestly has to do with Obi-Wan Kenobi. To me, JJ Abrams bringing in Ewan McGregor to voice the character of Obi-Wan in that Force-back vision sequence, I really don't think it was done for nothing. I really do think that there's quite a bit of significance there for a future Star Wars film at the time, which was Episode 9. And I think that that would be the perfect way to close it all off. That, or maybe even do an Anakin Skywalker Force Ghost. Anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about this. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. And thank you all so very much for the kind support. And I'll catch you guys next time.